Hey everybody, welcome back. James Draws Everything. This is James, and today another in the Draws Everything series, drawing every flag from every country in the world. Now we've done Europe, we've hit Oceania and South America, so up next we're going to mix it up a bit and we're going to go to Asia. Where in Asia? Let's see, how about we do Mongolia? Alright, so you can see Mongolia is right here, kind of in Central Asia. Mongolia, huge country, but I think if you do the math, it works out to like only 1.2 people per square mile or something like that. Basically, all the population lives in like one or two cities, and the rest is just deserts. So Mongolia, it's a place I'd like to check out sometime. If any of you have ever been there, let me know. I think it'd be kind of cool to visit. And so you'll notice first, all the flags I've done so far are same dimensions. Mongolia is actually a little bit longer, so I'm going to take my grid lines. I'm just going to extend them by a little bit. So yeah, if you thought all the flags were the same dimensions, well, you're wrong. And there's a few more of these we'll get to as we progress with this series. Okay, so what's in the Mongolian flag? Well, it's going to be a red stripe, a blue stripe, and a red stripe. So I'm just going to start off with my blue, and that's in the middle. And the blue in the Mongolian flag represents the sky. So let's see here, and this is going to be a darker blue. So we're just going to hit that. Just do my outline first. Hit that. And let me just make it a little bit wider and widen it a little bit over here so that they're all just about equal length. And then I'm just going to go ahead, add my lines, and I can go ahead and tighten these up later. Now the Mongolian flag, it does have some intricacies to it. There is something that's pretty detailed on the left part. We'll get to that in a second. Let me just finish this. We'll just tighten that up on the bottom and tighten this up on the top over here. Fill in any of the white spots and just hit it one last time. Get that dark blue. Okay, so there's our center stripe. And now I'm going to do my red. And the red in the Mongolian flag, I guess it represents progress and prosperity. Mongolia was a puppet state of the Soviet Union for most of the 20th century. But the red in the Mongolian flag doesn't stand for communism. You do see that in a lot of flags that were communist, most notably like China, Vietnam. They have the red in it to represent that particular ideology. Okay. So there's that. Let me just tighten things up a little bit over here, fill in any parts that are white. Strengthen my outline a little bit. Okay. Now, there is a design on the left part of it. It's called the Soyombo. It's an arrangement of shapes that represent the fire, the sun, the moon, earth, water, and there's a yin-yang. Now, you'd think like Mongolia would have, I don't know, like Genghis Khan or something on the flag riding a horse. That would be pretty cool. But nope, they have the Soyombo. And let's do our best to try to do that. There's a circle right here. And again, because this is going to be yellow, I'm actually just going to do my outlines in red. That way it pops more for the final product. And right here, there's almost like an Olympic torch or something, it looks like. So it's like a three-pronged flame. And just kind of fill in that color. Okay, and then underneath here There's the moon. And just fill that in. Okay, and then there's going to be a triangle in the middle, which I guess is like holding up the moon or something. And two pillars on the outside. So I'm just going to draw these. Remember, inside is going to be yellow, so we're just basically outlining this so that we're not drawing yellow over red, because that wouldn't work. Alright, and there's like another little pedestal or something in here, so I'm just going to fill in that gap with my red. Close that up a little bit. Alright, and then my yin yang is in the middle. Don't usually think of yin yang when I think Mongolian, but it's in the flag. Alright, it's got the reverse of that, and then just like a triangle on the bottom. Alright, so now that I have that in, I'm just gonna kind of fill in the parts where I don't want to hit it with the thick side of the marker. And actually this should go down a little bit more, so we messed up a little bit there, but that's alright. Okay. Alright, so I closed in all the parts where I don't want to hit it with the fat side of the marker because it's too detailed. I'm just going to run right over it. So now let's just fill in the rest so that it's another band just like the right hand side. Tighten this up down here. It'd be interesting to see if there is like a Mongolian flag from, like way back when, like 900, 10th, 11th century, whatever, the height of the Mongol Empire, what that looks like. This one's okay, I guess. If you showed it to me though, and I didn't know it was Mongolia, I don't know if I could guess which flag it was. Okay, so there's all of our reds, and let me just fill in a couple more things here, just where I see the paper through it. Tighten up the edges. Okay, so now we got yellow in there. And I'm going to use my medium, and because yellow is not really going to show over red, I don't got to be really precise with this. I can kind of just go over it, and that way, the yellow color bleeds right into the edge of the red. Alright, so there's the Mongolian flag. Again, the sky, progress and prosperity, and the Siyombo, which it's got the yin yang, the earth, the water, fire, sun, and moon. That's all represented in that, I guess. And we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna finish up by taking our pen and then just putting that final border on everything here. Okay, just get rid of my grid lines with an eraser. Okay, and then just so I don't forget later on, we'll just label it Mongolia. Alright, so what do you think of the Mongolian flag? Comment, and don't forget, hit that like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.